Hey everyone, it's Brandy and welcome back to my channel. As you can tell from the title of this video, today I'm going to be doing my October book haul. Luckily for this haul, I didn't buy too much. I believe the majority of the books that I got were pre-orders. There were a few books that I decided to pick up outside of pre-orders because there were books that I really wanted to read, and I think almost all of the ones that I picked up I ended up reading right away except for two, but I am going to try to read them this month, so we will see, what happens. But yeah, I don't normally talk about ebooks that I picked up, but I figured I would talk about two that I picked up just because I did pick them up specifically and I did read them both right away. And those two were Vampire Dormitory Volume 1 and Vampire Dormitory Volume 2 by Emma Toyama, I believe. And since I started off talking about those mangas that I picked up, I might as well go ahead and move into the physical manga that I picked up. Two were pre-orders, one was not. So I have Food Wars Volume 32 by Yuta Sakuda. These come out every 2 months in English. They're going to continue to do that until they're done publishing. I think the series is coming to a close soon. I'm not exactly sure how many are left, but I know that there's still quite a bit left or coming. So yeah, I have this one. Came in, I had this pre-ordered. And then also An Incurable Case of Love Volume 1 by Maki and Joji. This is a new series from her, or maybe, I don't know if it's new, but it's new to English for her. I have read her Happy Marriage series and her SP Baby, which that one is only 2 volumes, and I didn't necessarily care for the SP Baby, but I did really enjoy Happy Marriage. And then after seeing this, I did realize that I have read some of her other works, but they aren't out in physical copies in English. I read them as scans like a long time ago, probably before high school or maybe in high school or something like that. But anyway, I have already read this one and I really enjoyed this one as well, and I can't wait to continue on with this series. And the final manga that I picked up in October was The Way of the House Husband Volume 1 by Kosuke Uno. I will be talking about this in a wrap up somewhat soon, probably next week or later this week depending on when this video goes up. But I have already read this one as well. And moving on to, I guess, my adult romances, just because these are how I have them just sitting over here basically. So next is one that I decided to pre-order at the last minute. I wasn't going to pre-order it, but it sounds like something that I might enjoy, so I'm hoping that I do. But I have Faker by Sarah Smith. I have seen kind of mixed reviews about this one after I got it, so I'm hoping that I enjoy it, but it seems like one of those kind of quirky romantic comedies, so we'll see what happens. And then I also decided to pick up 2 books by Avery Flynn. I picked up Parental Guidance and Awkward. Like I said, both of these are by Avery Flynn. Hoping that I can get to both of these in November. We'll see, but I'm really looking forward to both of them. Another smaller book, I picked up a novella that I wanted to show off before I forgot about it, and that is Diamond Fire by Alona Andrews. This is this is a novella in the Hidden Legacy series. This is book 3.5. So the first one is Burn For Me. There's Burn For Me, White Hot, and Wildfire, I believe, and then it's this one, and this is pretty much a bridge book or a bridge novella from Nevada Story and a Catalina Story. So yeah, I have already read this one as well. And then the final 4 books that I have to talk about are all YA and their various genres. The first of the YA books that I have to show off is The Burning Shadow by Jennifer R. Armentrout. This is the second book in the, what is this series called? The first book is The Darkest Star, but I'm not sure if that's what the actual series name is. This is a spin-off of the Lux series, and this one is following Luke. I think that's how you say his name. That's how I say it. If you've read the Lux series, you know, the creepy 14-year-old origin named Luke. This series is following him and somebody else, which I'm not going to get into. But like I said, I did pre-order this. Normally I would have my pre-orders through Amazon just because Amazon is typically cheaper and I get it delivered on the day of release. But this time around I decided to do something a little different because there was a special promotion going on if you ordered from a specific store, or if you pre-ordered from a specific store. So I did that and I was able to get a personalized signed copy of that. As you can see, that has my name on it. I did not realize, but it also came with a bookmark that matches obviously the series, and then it also came with a book bow, which is a book sleeve if you don't know, and it has "Embraced Your Fate," which I'm sure is a quote from the book, and it has the author's signature with the Tortine logo on there on the bottom, and then obviously the book bow logo as well. So this came in promotion with the book. You didn't have to pay extra for it. And the other pre-order that I had was A River of Royal Blood by Amanda Joy. I have an ARC of this, but obviously I already had it pre-ordered. I figured I would just keep my pre-order because I wanted a finished copy anyway. I haven't read this yet, but I will be hopefully reading it soon, and I can't wait for that. And the final two books that I have to show off in this haul are the two books that came in the October OwlCrate box. The first one of those was I Hope You Get This Message by Faranaz Rishi, and as you can expect with the OwlCrate books, they do have an exclusive cover. I know that they changed the color of the pictures. Also, as you can expect, we get an author letter with this one. This does also come signed by the author, and it has this special sheet that's just for OwlCrate. I don't know if you guys have seen, but I believe this is on the hardcover of all the books. But this is what underneath the dust jacket looks for this book, which I thought was really nice. And I'm pretty sure that I saw on Facebook that there is an actual message if you translate the binary code into text, that there is, like I said, an actual message for that. And the final book that I have to show off to you guys for this month is Crier's War by Nina Varela. And I believe this is a YA fantasy. I don't really know what this book is about. I had seen a few people mentioning it, but I don't know anything about it. So that's something. As always, this one came with a letter as well, which you cannot see really, but that's okay. And this one also came signed by the author, which I believe is also another exclusive page for OwlCrate. So that's nice. And nothing special on the actual hardcover, but there is some fancy foiling on the spine, which is always great. So those are all the books that I picked up or pre-ordered or whatever in October. Let me know what some of the books were that you got, and I will see you guys again in the next one. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.